My neighbor cursed me for using my own yard. Well, I'm going to use it even more. I've lived in the same townhouse for the past 3 years, sharing the space with my husband and our two 60-pound dogs. It's not the biggest backyard, but it's ours, and up until recently, we barely used it. Not because we didn't want to, but because of what lived on the other side of the fence. Shortly before our current neighbors moved in about 2.5 years ago, I was attacked by a dog. It was sudden, terrifying, and left me with a deep fear of unfamiliar animals. For months afterward, I couldn't even hear a bark without feeling my chest tighten. Even walking past someone with a dog on a leash sent my anxiety into overdrive. Therapy helped, slowly but surely. It took time and effort, but I've worked through most of the trauma now. I can finally breathe again. I can be near dogs, strange or otherwise, without that sinking feeling in my gut. Unfortunately, my neighbors haven't exactly made that healing journey any easier. They have 4 dogs, 3 yappy, reactive chihuahuas, and 1 hyper Australian shepherd. Every single one of them charges the fence when they hear a leaf fall on our side. It doesn't matter if it's me, my husband, or our dogs. As soon as anyone steps foot outside, the barking starts. They throw themselves against the fence, losing their minds at the very idea of another living thing daring to exist nearby. It's loud, it's nonstop, and for the past 2 summers, it's been the reason I stayed inside. But now that I've worked through my fear, I've been reclaiming my space. I've started spending weekends in the backyard again. My dogs go in and out freely, relaxing in the sun, sniffing around, playing fetch, finally getting to enjoy the space they've lived next to their whole lives. They're well socialized and couldn't care less about the barking behind the fence. I'd still been making an effort to be considerate, though. Whenever the neighbors' dogs were let out and started losing it, I'd call my dogs inside. I'd wait for the storm to pass, give it a minute or two, then let mine back out once things quieted down. It wasn't ideal, but I figured it was a compromise. Then came Sunday, same routine. The neighbors' dogs were let out. They exploded with noise and I called mine inside. But this time I heard her mutter something under her breath, just loud enough for me to catch it as she slammed her sliding door. "Keep your effing door shut." That did it. For 2 years, I avoided using my own yard out of fear. Even after working through it, I still made the effort to be courteous, to bring my dogs in, to avoid escalating her dog's reactivity, to be a good neighbor. And that's the thanks I get? A passive-aggressive curse for existing on my side of the fence? So I stopped compromising. Now, when her dogs come out and start losing their minds, I stay put. I throw the tennis ball. I run around with my dogs. I blast music while I water my garden. I laugh louder than necessary, and I let my dogs stay outside the entire time. They're well behaved. They don't bark back. They don't charge the fence. They just enjoy themselves, right in front of her frantic shrieking pack. It's been a few days of this new routine, and the difference is already glorious. Her dogs are still reactive, but now she's visibly annoyed. I've seen her come out multiple times, red in the face, trying to round up her dogs while they bark themselves into exhaustion. One of them slipped out of her hands the other day and trampled a flower bed. Her frustration is building, and the more it builds, the more I stretch out my afternoons in the yard. After a week or 2, I'll probably put up a visual blockade so her dogs can't see mine to be nice, but I'm not going to restrict my well-trained animals for her untrained ones any longer. Don't appreciate my courtesy, I won't give it.